It always comes to this. More nice Hi guys, just here to do another tattoo progress update. So where I last left off, I had just done the tentacle on my stomach and my side there, and it was actually just the other day. I think I did that vlog maybe 3 days ago, and I was talking about how I was a little upset that I didn't get my, well, not upset, but a little disappointed that I didn't get my head tattoo finish, face, whatever. So obviously, as you can already see, we connected the face and head now. I don't know how I'm going to show this off here. I don't know if that's doing the job, but I'll include pictures in here so you can see, because that's probably not going to do the trick, but I'll try. Again, I'm just one man with a phone camera doing these, but hopefully the pictures I add will, and maybe a video too, I'll add in here to show that off. Yeah, we had a bit of a slow day. It actually turned out an okay day, but we had a cancellation in the middle of the day with the artist that's been working on my face reinvention, and so we went for it. It took us about 2 hours. We added some new touches, like these little thorny bits, and we blacked out the center of this chin tattoo. Oh, the bridge piercing bugging me. And we actually redid all the black in the old face tattoo too, so that it's up to snuff with the new stuff we added on the side. He went into the side, like the areas he did recently, but they're not fully healed, so he didn't go too crazy with that. We also, you could see kind of the halo of the old line work. For anyone who's followed me for a long time, you can. You'll know that I used to have, well, my neck tattoo has been finished like 9 times, finished. So we just kind of kept extending it, but we used to have some really delicate fine line filigree design underneath here. And you can still kind of see the lines, so Terry went over it again and kind of faded it back, so hopefully you won't be able to see those anymore. And yeah, so yeah, totally redid the face. We're probably going to redo all of these, like blacken them up again, just to kind of darken them up and match them up. It's been a few years since I've had my face tattoos touched up, and we were even talking about maybe redoing the roses too. These roses were red at one point, and then we actually touched them up again red, so they were super solid red. And then after that, Lee tried to use white in them to brighten them up so that they were more like almost like a black and gray rose. But the white over the red, over the years, the white has kind of faded back, and it's got this kind of a pinky purple look to it. And I don't honestly hate it, but now I've started working on my head again with Terry, and it's kind of nice to be working on something besides my torso. Not that I just hate working on my torso, but these sessions are a lot easier to get through, and they're not nearly as painful, and they got that instant gratification. And where I've already got my whole head and face tattooed, well, my face tattooed as much as I really want it, just touching up my old stuff is kind of fun. So yeah, giving it new life. Maybe we'll shave this whole side and this whole side, and we'll see what's under there and see what else we can do to kind of fix up some old stuff and have some fun, because there's always going to be days like the other day here where we can get up to all that kind of stuff. I may even end up getting into some little traditional style white on black tattoos on my legs, because I'm not currently planning on doing I'm not currently planning on continuing my torso theme onto my legs. So in that case, I might just use my legs as like a sticker board for white on black, black on black type tattoos. I haven't made up my mind on that yet, but I might do something like that just to have a little bit of fun with them. who doesn't love the idea of like a walk-in style tattoo every now and then? But I would want to have it done in a way that, and obviously I have blackout tattoos. It's always going to carry a similar theme because it's always going to be a blackout tattoo. But now it's just like white on black. So they will be connected in that way. So it won't be like having just a sticker leg that's completely different styles. They'll all be done in the same theme, white on black. Or black on black, whatever. Whatever comes after blackout, basically. Anyway, just a little rant on that. Some parts of this were painful. I'll bring up the pain factor. Couple things to note before I get into that. The chin and the forehead bleed like worse than any other spots I've ever had tattooed. That was the same thing again. Every time I get my chin tattooed, it bleeds. I've known a few other people who have chin tattoos, oddly enough, and their chins aren't super solid either. Anything that bleeds a lot tends to pull quite a bit of the ink out with it, and it might just be the gravity bearing down on the chin, where your chin is always facing down, but it kind of just bleeds for hours after the fact. Now this time it only bled for about an hour, and yeah, you always lose a bit. I'm hoping now, I think this is either the fourth or fifth time I've had my chin touched up. I'm hoping this time it's as solid as I want it to be, but there's always a chance it won't be. We had this little bit of negative space at the top of the chin, and I had Terry just go ahead and fill that in because a little bit of dryness in my mouth sometimes. Anyway, awkward. People with piercings will understand what I mean. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, I had Terry fill in that black on my chin there. So it's much more solid looking now. Hopefully that will stay that way. And obviously this black will fade more naturally into the color that I have here over time. For now it's going to be nice and black, hopefully. Yeah, it'll look really cool once we get these ones tied in too. But yeah, another bit of fun we had. I'll put the video in here, but it'll also be going up on its own. We used my rather large helix piercing as a window to tattoo behind my ear here. So that was kind of fun, having tattoo artists use my piercings in a kind of efficient mechanical way. Rather than pull my ear forward, Terry stuck the tattoo needle through my ear hole and was tattooing the back of my head that way. So as funny as it is, it actually served a purpose too, because we actually were able to tattoo this side of my head easier and faster than this side of my head, because this helix is only an 18 millimeter, where this helix is 25 and a half. So it was actually easier for him to saturate behind this ear because of that, believe it or not. So as wacky and silly as that may seem, it actually had a practical use. So yeah, anyway, I'll put that video here, and that'll be going up on my YouTube as well. Yeah, just a bit of fun with that. I've had lots of those little kinds of fun experimental tattoo moments that will probably be like a once-in-a-lifetime type deal. Yeah. While I'm talking about piercings, I've got another set of my ear weights that I got sent from Naga Jewelry. These ones are the most comfortable ones. They're probably the heaviest ones, but they're not that dangly, so they stay in place pretty good. Yeah, I've been wearing these all day. Super comfortable. I'm loving the ear weights. I really am. I want more of them. I would gladly take more. So that's a glowing review of that company. And for anyone who knows me, they know I don't sell out. I don't really shill a whole bunch of different product, but this is some good stuff. And super happy to support good companies that make good stuff. So yeah, Naga Body Jewelry on Instagram if you want to check them out. Anyway, yeah, so I was going to talk about the pain. So anytime you get work done under the chin or right around the jawline there, it's pretty sensitive. Again, to above the ear or behind the ear. That's pretty sensitive too. It's pretty much the only spot on the head that I find painful, or face even. Anywhere else I've had done on my face or head, it's kind of like a cakewalk. There was a guy in getting his head tattooed with Terry not long ago here. He's been getting work done on his head quite a bit. And anytime I see him getting his head worked on, I'm always a little bit jealous because I miss those sessions. So that might be part of what spurred this on too, because I see him laying there and I know he enjoys tattoos in a similar way that I do. And he's getting his head blasted and looks like he could have a nap. And I'm thinking, I could use some of that in my life right now. So that may have pushed me a little bit towards doing this, but I'm sure I would have got there anyway. But yeah, overall good time. These parts of the face didn't hurt much. None of this stuff hurts. Just a little sensitive right under here. So in case you're inquiring or interested in getting a jawline tattoo or behind the ear tattooed, it's a little bit painful, a bit tricky to tattoo too. You gotta extend your neck real far back, and it's not super comfortable. Kind of feels like it really sinks in there. It's a very invasive feeling, I'll say. Anyway, I'll give a close-up here. My new face additions. And I'll be putting pictures in here too at some point, as I've started to do. By the way, let me know if you're enjoying the split screen and picture-in-picture stuff. I'm not super savvy with editing, so I've been doing this on my own and I've been having fun with it. But if you think it's stupid or distracting, or if I should just stop, I always am up for criticism or critique. So feel free to send me your ideas or your complaints or anything you would do different, or constructive criticisms or any of that. I always love hearing from you guys. And if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.